All right, so we're back with another BlueBrixx haul slash review, I guess. These are not sponsored, just like all of the other ones that I've done so far. This is just my opinion. I wanted to buy these and I wanted to check them out. And I wanted to share my opinion and give some feedback in English because I think these are a lot more popular in maybe like Germany and Europe and things like that. I hadn't seen many reviews in English. So this is the coaling station, or whatever the heck that says. Typical American. So yeah, it's just, it's got like a little crane, a little water tower looks like there. Just kind of a cool trackside accessory. And it was only 25 euros, so I went ahead and picked it up. That's 458 pieces. If only Lego had a price per part like that. And then we also have the level crossing. And I went ahead and picked up 2 of these because you can never have too many crossings. So I'll be building both of them. I'm not going to do it in today's video because it's kind of out of the scope, but I would like to look into maybe motorizing these or automating them. I think that'd be pretty cool. This is actually a new product. I was actually on the mailing list for when these were available. These were like coming soon. So I put my email in and ended up getting an email that they were available. And that's what kind of spurred this second somewhat large order with BlueBrixx, because I've got multiple things, but they're just going to be between different videos. Again, 25 euro and 500 pieces. So if you do the math, that's basically 5 cents per piece. Where Lego, you'd be looking more like 10 cent on the lower end, and then it goes on up from there, especially for licensed sets and things like that. From what I've seen, I don't have any reason to believe that BlueBrixx is comparable to like Mold King, where, you know, I'm not really a fan of Mold King and their kind of business practices. Not even a fan of Lego. Their business practices a lot of times. But so far I haven't really been turned off to BlueBrixx, and I've liked the sets I've gotten. I'm going to have feedback on all of them. But I know what I'm getting, and as long as I'm getting a good value for my money, even if I end up modifying or changing things, I'm fine with it. So we'll just kind of quickly open these up and see what the box looks like. These are not numbered bags like you would see with Lego. Come on. So they're going to be kind of grouped by the type of part. So we've got like plates and yeah, we got a rail piece. I don't even know what that's for. This one does come with a few sections of track. There's some 1x1 round studs. Maybe that's supposed to be the coal that goes in a thing. Yeah, this shouldn't be hard at all to build, because the larger sets is a lot of pieces, and when they're separated like this, you really have to spread out on a table. But these should be pretty easy to get together. So let's put this back up. And let's open one of these and see what the pieces look like. If I'm glossing over anything you have a question about, absolutely leave a comment. But it also may have been covered in other BlueBrixx hauls. There's going to be a lot of these, I think. I'll try to spread them out a little bit so it's not just constant BlueBrixx, but I don't have a lot of other videos ready at the moment, and I've just had some stuff going on in my life, so this might be what it is for a while. I don't know. Okay, so we got a decent sized black base plate. I guess all this is built on. We got some kind of, yeah, there's some train tracks. You got this large 8x16 looks like tile. It's only one of those, so maybe that goes like between the tracks. We got some windows and little pieces, but this doesn't look like it'll be too hard to build. It won't take up too much table space to try to spread these out and find the pieces as I'm building. So let's get that put back up. Okay, and then of course that's the same box as this one here. So I'll get all these built up and try to give my best honest review of all this when we come back. All right, well, here is the 2 builds. They were pretty fun to build. I will say this one has a ton of plates. It's all built on a black base plate, and then there's like you know, layer of plates over the whole thing. And I did find it helpful to use a trusty hammer. So this is kind of like the ones I've seen them use on Lego Masters, and you can look up jeweler's hammer, things like that, and find something that shouldn't do a lot of damage. But yeah, so that was definitely helpful to get all of this down. And I do like the build. I like the way it looks. I was very happy with that. There are a few shortcomings though, and they all kind of hinge on the same thing. Hinge. Yeah, this just spins around. Like it's like one of those things. Maybe this was never built physically. It was just built digitally, and they're like, yeah, that looks good. Slap it on a box. Let's go. But yeah, it just spins around. And I'll show you how I corrected that later. We also have this lamppost, which just seems way too tall, really, kind of out of scale. And it's still got a bit of the spins. And I hate this gap in these. I really like to find the really old ones. Before they had that, I don't know why they changed it at some point. You know, Lego did, and then everyone else followed suit. So I wasn't a fan of the lamppost. Maybe I'll try to do something different. As far as the barriers, I mean, you just kind of have to raise it up like that. And of course, they have the same things there. But, you know, there's no lever. There's no real way to automate them. You know, there's no room to automate them. But maybe I could do something completely different in this little area and actually have a little motor or something. You got the cute little building here. I do like that. And you got the smokestack up top, which does just kind of fall apart. I don't know if these have fit a little bit better with Lego. I mean, they hold in place, but yeah, it just doesn't take much. Oh god, all right, we were just destroying this. I'm a bull in the china shop here. So that's, I guess, about it for this build. You've got kind of a little cobblestone through here. They do have the brown tiles on the tracks, which I don't know if I'd use because I don't do that anywhere else. I don't do any kind of ballast or tiles like that because I just don't really build like that. And I guess I would if I was maybe building a little city layout, which maybe I'll do one day. Then next over here, we have the coal tower, I forgot exactly what it's called. Something I didn't really understand is you're supposed to put these like this, and then this kind of rolls along, I guess, but it's not really, it's not designed for that at all. The train should go over this fine. That shouldn't derail it. I actually have done this on my bridge. I've put these all the way down. So I'm probably just wouldn't use this at all. Got a little crane here, and I think it kind of works. I guess if you had a load hanging from it, let's move it over here. Yeah, that kind of works, but it's nothing special. And you've got all the coal built up here. But for me, it's just going to be something aesthetic to put beside the tracks. And then you've got the water tower, I guess, and this suffers from the same issues as everything else because this stuff just spins all around like crazy. So yeah, this is supposed to be up like that, but it just takes a little bump. It just falls down. And yeah, I don't know what I would do about that. Maybe I could try some Lego pieces and see if they work better, but I don't really know if there's much you could do about that. But again, just an aesthetic piece to set beside the tracks. This was not an expensive set. None of this was really. It was really very fairly priced. For the crossing, these are your extra pieces. Nothing much to it. Just kind of the small pieces. Now let's look at an alternate version that I built. And this is using 9-volt track. So if I could go back, I probably should have used dark gray for here, and then it would have taken a fair few pieces, and you know, dark gray is kind of hard to come by. Maybe I'll do that in the future. I came up with a totally different design for these. so they don't just spin around like crazy. So you've got the Technic double pin with the whatever you want to call that piece, I don't know. But that kind of sits on top, and then it makes it nice and rigid, so it doesn't spin around like crazy. I think it works a lot better, so that's what I ended up going with. And I just didn't put up the light post. So I've just got all the pieces here from that and the extra pieces. I don't get these mixed up with my Lego pieces. And then there's all the brown tiles that would have went along here. I don't remember if I mentioned this in the beginning. That segment was filmed months ago. But all the instructions are digital, and you can actually download them without buying anything. You can just create an account on BlueBrixx.com and download them and check them out if you want. If you want to look at a set. I think that's a good idea for them to do that. If you were to build these in official Lego, it costs a fortune a lot of times, especially like the locomotive hall. So it's much, but you can take a look at it and see if you like it, and then buy the set from them for a very fair price. You know, like I said, it doesn't bother me at all to buy third-party stuff. Again, I don't mix the pieces in, but I've been pretty happy with all the stuff I've bought so far. And something I want to look at, so I'm going to build a quick little layout here so we can check it out. I want to see what locomotives are going to collide with maybe this roof or the sides here. I just want to check out the clearance and make sure I'm not going to be knocking the building around when I try to run a train by it. So let's do that. All right, well, I went a little bit overboard building a quick layout for all of this. I wanted to do 9 volt. I haven't done 9 volt in a while. So we've got our controller here and nothing's happening. Well, that's because the switch tracks do control the voltage. So I guess we'll kind of work our way up from size. So this is the blue train. And we'll just kind of slowly go through. And it's a pretty tight fit. Let's see, I'll go through and I'll stop it. Just so you can see, it's pretty tight. So yeah, this is absolutely going to be for, whoops, 6 wide trains. And I'll try a couple others just for the sake of completeness. Let's flip that. Let's bring our passenger train out. Set it back to straight. And yeah, barely makes it through. So yeah, any larger than this, you're gonna have issues. Oh, let's back it up. I don't know why I went all out like this with 3 trains, but you know, why not? Let's try the last one just to do it. Because yeah, these, yeah. I was gonna say, those are 8 wide tanker wagons. That's, you know, the official set. That's the my own train tanker wagons. And let's get one more shot of it. Clunk. It only seems to hit the first one. I'm not sure what that means. Let's try to back it through real slow here. So that one hits. And then it looks like that one hit too. So, yeah, if you're using the My Own Train wagons, they're not going to fit through. And looks like the locomotive, yeah, not too bad. It's mostly this little roof piece. That's what's, you know, the overhang on that. That's what's really catching on the trains. But see, that's kind of the thing, though, is it's very common to have 8 studs between the tracks. That would line up with like Well, yeah, the locomotive haul, those tracks are 8 studs apart. You know, a switch track just going straight out with a curve is going to be 8 studs apart. The double crossovers are generally 8 studs apart. So really, yeah, you couldn't really make this gap any bigger. The only thing you could do is maybe make it a little bit taller, or just use a different style roof. But I kind of like the roof. But yeah, these are the things I like to show because I had definitely had some questions about the locomotive haul, and it's basically the same. You're going to need to use 6 wide locomotives to be able to fit in there. Even then, it was a little tight. Same for this switch box. What the heck are these things called? I can't remember. I don't know, but yeah, the space between there is pretty tight. You know, if you're going to use the 8 studs between the tracks. So, yeah, hope you found this fun, entertaining, something. I definitely had fun kind of setting up a quick little 9-volt layout. I haven't done that in a very long time. I'm hoping to be able to build some more layouts soon on the floor. I'm just trying. I'm still not really quite there with health issues I mentioned before. It just makes me really dizzy to lean forward over things. So that's it for this one. Again, not sponsored. Just wanted to try these out and see what I thought of them. Huge thanks to the channel members for helping keep the lights on here. And yeah, there's the lights there. That's what they help keep on. Join us in Discord. There is a good bit of discussion about third-party products because Lego just isn't gonna give us very much when it comes to trains. That's just that's the way it is. So I'm all for third parties doing so responsibly, not stealing designs and things like that, like a lot of the companies based out of China will do. So far, in my experience, BlueBrixx seems to be one of the better third-party options out there, and they have a ton of train offerings. But this is just my experience with this set. Again, I have done some other reviews in the past, and if there's something to be critical about, I will be. But I'm all for consumers having more options. So thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next one. Oh.